No matter what you use a particular pen for, a quality pen is always going to be a beneficial instrument in both your personal life and your professional life. It is difficult to find the best pen available on the market today because there are so many different types of pens to choose from. Ballpoint pens are well known for their user-friendliness and easy availability on store shelves, both of which are well-known facts. On the other hand, fountain pens are more pleasant and less harmful to the environment than ballpoint pens. This article discusses the positives and negatives associated with using fountain pens and ballpoint pens respectively. Acquaint yourself with the differences. Determine what kind of writer you are, and choose the writing instrument that best suits your needs. 1. Comparison of the ballpoint pen with the fountain pen. When compared to ballpoint pens, the cost of purchasing a fountain pen can be quite a bit more expensive. Because fountain pens come in such a wide variety of sophisticated models, the cost of a single pen may be comparable to that of a set of ballpoint pens. 2. The cost of extra time. When the ink in the fountain pens runs out, the pens have to be filled with ink from the bottle. However, in the case of ballpoint pens, the ink may be replaced by simply switching out the refill. The cost of the refill is sufficient to allow you to use the pen again and again. Even though there is the option to purchase refills, buyers typically dispose of the pen once the ink has run out. If you take good care of your fountain pen, it will save you money in the long run compared to buying a new ballpoint. 3. The effect on the surrounding environment. When compared to ballpoint pens, fountain pens are much less harmful to the environment. In fountain pens, the ink cartridges are replaceable, but if necessary, they can also be refilled with ink and used multiple times. 4. Maintaining pressure on your fingers. Because it fits so well in between your fingers and puts less strain on them, writing with a fountain pen only requires a moderate amount of pressure to get the job done. Writing with a ballpoint pen needs higher pressure, and using one for an extended period of time might cause cramps in the fingertips. 5. The upkeep of the pens in cages. It's important to remember to clean your fountain pen regularly. There is no requirement for ballpoint pens to be cleaned or maintained in any way. 6. Ink usage and leakage. While fountain pens require more ink for writing, ballpoint pens can be used for a longer period of time and use less ink overall. When opposed to calligraphy fountain pens, which are more likely to have ink leakage if they are not stored correctly, ballpoint pens have a much lower incidence of ink leakage. In contrast to older models, contemporary fountain pens do not experience the same issues with leakage. 7. Writing on different surfaces. You can use a ballpoint pen to write on a number of surfaces, including wood, plastic, and other materials, as the ink does not dry out. Ballpoint pens are able to write on most surfaces, however, fountain pens are unable to. 8. The composition of ink and its quality. Because it is oil-based, the ink that is used in ballpoint pens can be easily removed using solvents that are based on water. Inks used in fountain pens are water-based and difficult to remove from most surfaces. The ink that is used for fountain pens is of a higher quality than the ink that is used for ballpoint pens. 9. Leakage of blood through the paper. Some inks are known to bleed through paper, and if the quality of the paper is not adequate, then the bleeding may be more noticeable. Ballpoint pens use an ink that is oil-based, making them less prone to bleed through any type of paper. Because the ink they utilize is water-based, fountain pens have a tendency to bleed through the paper readily. Ballpoint pens can write on any surface, including the glossy paper typically seen in textbooks due to the oil-based composition of the ink. 10. Preferences of the individual. At this time, fountain pens are becoming increasingly popular due to the status symbol, sophistication, and elegance that they exude. These pens are also becoming popular as a symbol of a less complicated era that existed prior to the development of technology. Ballpoint pens are the most technologically advanced, and their huge manufacturing has led to an increase in both distribution and usage. Conclusion. The question now is, which kind of pen is superior. Choose a fountain pen if you are interested in reduced upkeep, improved ink control, and the ability to write with lines of varied widths in order to impress your peers. A ballpoint pen is a good choice to make if you want something that is simple, doesn't require any upkeep, and can be thrown away after usage. At Buchan Kerrisdale Stationery in Vancouver and Richmond, we have a vast selection of fountain and ballpoint pens to choose from to accommodate your individual taste and writing needs. Visit our store if you are in Canada, or shop with us online whenever you like. We are able to ship our products all over the world.